my baby was exposed to HIV because I was still processing having HIV. Like it was a life changing event, and I'm pregnant. It's like, what's really going on? This is all too much for me. So I met my first ever doctor that changed my life. His name is Dr. Byron. He at UIC. He did not work there no more. But I'm saying that part just because that's how I met trivia at the clinic. Well, it's known that if you're pregnant, you see Dr. Byron, you positive. So that's why I met her at. So when I was at the clinic, and he told me I was gonna be okay. And I was like, I'm gonna be okay. Is this baby gonna be okay? Because everybody told me my baby could get it. So he was like, no, your baby can be, you have negative baby. I'm like, okay, cool. That's fine. That works for me. What do I need to do? He's like, you need to take all 13 of these pills. No, no, that wasn't happening really. That was difficult. It was hard. And for her, I did it. For me, it was like, no. It was, no, I'm not, this was just a little bit too much. Now, you have to remember, we 2021 now, one drug a day. But 2002, it was still considered like the dog days when people were still on 13, 15 pills, depending on their situation. So, had 13 pills to take at that time. Did I get a napkin? I'm hot. Yeah, I'm so rude. But I am hot up here. I was trying to be cute because she told me that I was going to be a speaker. And I went and got this dress, put these heels on. If I wouldn't known y'all was going to be in jeans, rocking it, I would have did the same thing. But she didn't give me, I told y'all on my assignment what she told me. She was going to be a speaker.
But you look good, girl. You look good.
And I've been doing this for like over a decade. And my mentors and stuff teach you how to dress up and be presentable and all that.
Yeah. Right.
So I'm trying. And then it's an awesome event. And I'm so happy for her.
Yes.
So I'm going to get back to what I want to say. I had my daughter, and this is when I realized stigma was real. Real. Like, this is when I found out the word and everything. My family would not interact with my daughter because they thought she was going to die. And nobody told me this until she was like 2. And I was like, I thought y'all just want to interact with her because she was a crybaby. But they was like, no, she gonna die. When she died? Because I didn't get that. I didn't know when she died. They was like, she have HIV. No, she don't. She's HIV negative. So I had to explain all that. And that's how I started getting in the field because I really so bad wanted to, I was so mad that I didn't know what to do at the time that I said I need to educate y'all. And I started with my family. I didn't want so about going in the community and doing all that. I just started with my family back in 2004. I want to say I got in this field when I started going to a family camp. And the family camp basically was for positive families to know about their status and to also get out and about. I got in the field because I started doing volunteer work with youth that was born positive, and they had their own special camp, and they would come together and do group sessions and stuff like that. And it gave me the will to want to live because they was born with it. They didn't have no choice. They didn't decide, well, one day I'm gonna go do something and I'm gonna make the HIV. No, they was born with it. So from that, I just changed my whole outlook on HIV, living with HIV, taking care of my child, all that. So I want to say, let me see. Some people call me a superstar in Chicago, but I'm not. I have someone competing with me now, and her name is Trippy. Perfectly fine. But that's fine. I love her. But I'm Googleable. I have won awards for speaking engagements, just for being smart enough, being angry, forceful in this field to let people know that HIV is not the end of the world. Also, it's just a diagnosis on paper so you can get billed. That's just my strong opinion. It's just a way for you to get billed. It's just on paper saying you HIV. I walk around with a label on me all day, every day. So at my job that I've been working at for 4 years, come on the 18th, I am a linkage to care peer navigator, and I link newly diagnosed people into care. So it still happens. 2 people last week I had to link into care because they was newly diagnosed with HIV and they was 24. One was 24 and one was 20. So it's still going on. So we are, as I forgot your name said, we are we're doing our part by being here. But it gotta be a little bit more. And so I'm on a mission to making the people that make that COVID vaccination make me an HIV vaccination. So I'm a little angry with them. And so I see that, because I promise you, I was gonna walk away from this field because it's exhausting, it's tiresome. You try to mentor people that want to be mentored. You try to educate people, and you get tired. I think the number one thing I hate is AIDS. Like, I hate when people say that I have AIDS. I don't have AIDS. I have HIV. If I tell you that one more time, I'm gonna write it on a piece of paper. But I'm gonna get back to the part she also told me to talk about when we met. I met her in 2012. She was at the doctor's office, agitated, aggravated, and frustrated because she was pregnant. And I was just looking like, I'm big as a house. You just not here, okay? How you doing? You know, we exchanged words, but she was really upset because she was on birth control. She was explaining this to me, and I was like, okay, all right, you gonna be okay? You gonna have a baby? I guess that was not in her plan. It wasn't in my plan either because my kids are 10 years apart. So I was up there frustrated. This was in disbelief. I was pregnant again. But you know, when you have sex, you can get pregnant. But I was on birth control too, so I understood. We was having a conversation and we both was like, okay, how did this happen? But it happened. So I want to say we never connect. We never exchanged numbers. We just saw each other at the clinic. Our sons went to the same daycare. I don't know exactly what year, how old it was when we met, but we linked up, and she told me her story finally, and I told her mine. But she didn't say that she wanted to get in this field. She just told me that she just wants to tell people she's positive. I'm like, okay, cool, go ahead, tell whoever you want to. What you gonna start out doing it, I don't know, but go ahead, tell them. So next thing I know, she on YouTube, Facebook. I'm saying, dang, like, okay, she was serious about this. So it was just real shocking to me. Me, on the other hand, I'm not low key about my status because I'm very open. So I love talking to her, but keep pushing her. Like, people are stupid, you know. But keep on doing it. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep telling people you're positive. That's what she said she wanted to do. Then she told me a couple of years ago she wanted to write a book. Now she done came out with I can't even keep up how many books. It's just amazing to me how she have a drive in her to educate the community and don't give up. And then she also told all her kids. I only have one child I know. The other child, he don't. I have to figure out how to begin to tell him because he tell the world. And I don't have time for stigma towards him when I already dealt with stigma towards my daughter. I think I did everything you asked me to do. I don't know if I'm the last person, but I like to answer my questions when I'm standing question. Go ahead.
How do you like diagnose or like see if a child has HIV or is HIV negative?
How do they diagnose it?
Yeah, like
With a test? They test. So let me tell you. So with my daughter, they test her all the way up till she was 2. Every 3 months to make sure she was negative. The same with my son. They test him all the way up till he was 2. He had a negative result, and then after that, they don't test him no more. Any other questions? If y'all think of some questions, I'm sitting over there minding my little business. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Sharon, for sharing your personal experience. It does feel a little menopausal up here, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. So if you come up here, bear with us, please. So next, we wanted to go ahead and introduce Leslie. Yeah, which one? Oh, Leslie.
I don't do this very often, but
It's okay.
February 18th, I will be 35 years HIV undetectable. And I'd just like to share that because when I was diagnosed in 87, I didn't say a word to anybody because of the stigma and shame that people were dying right and left. And I really thought I'd be dead. And, I just want people to know that it's not a death sentence. It's just three little work letters. But I've been diagnosed, I'm actually classified as having AIDS because I got that early and my cells, everything's up. But once you get the classification of AIDS, it's AIDS. So I tell people, well, you don't have AIDS. I go, yes, I do. And look at me at 65 years old. I'm doing AIDS. So, to do well, just because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that man back there. I met him back in June. I ran into a pole at a bar going to the bathroom, and he just bursted out laughing. And I thought, is he laughing at me? And I had my 34-year undetectable shirt on, and that's why I'm here.
All right. You're here,
Thank you. Thank you so much, Leslie, for sharing your experience. Oh, baby daddy, come on now. Baby daddy. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and introduce our next speaker is Christopher Allen.
I was glad when they said unto me, come up to the house of the Lord. I don't need to go up there. Y'all said it's hot. I don't need this. I'm Shativia. I am HIV positive. But this is not my time for my story. I'm supposed to introduce Shativia. So how I met her, because I just met her on today, physically. But we live in such a touchless, thank you. But we live in such a senseless and touchless times and era where you don't really gotta know nobody to know nobody. Right. People get married on the internet, good enough that they meet each other for 2 months and we in love. So how I met her was through my cousin Savannah, and which has a child with her son. And she just told me, hey, cuz you need to meet this lady because she's bold just like you. And I'm like, oh, because I ain't talked to you in a long time, but for you to do that, all right, I know it's serious, right? I love to follow the will of God. I'm unprepared. I don't have no notes. I'm just freely speaking. I met her and started conversating with her, and I got inspired by all the things that she was doing. I had just prayed to God, Lord, what am I supposed to do with this? Okay, I'm open about this. I want to help people. I want to change lives. I want to encourage people that you can have HIV and still live. How am I supposed to do it? Because I ain't got no structure. I'm just bold and ghetto. So after talking to her, I seen how she wrote books and she had poems and she had doing this and she was just on fire for God.
Yes.
When you're on fire for God, you don't have no fear, ain't no stigma. You don't have no phobias, ain't nothing. When she introduced those things for me to do, I was like, there go my upgrade.
Yes.
I know what I gotta do now. She made me official. She just updated me. You know how you gotta get your phone and you gotta update your phone? When your phone gets to acting up and get the bugs in it or whatnot, and you can't get it act right, and then you put your update and it's smooth.
Yes.
Now I'm smooth. I know what I got to do. I know I gotta write a book
Yes.
to tell my story, to tell my testimony. Everything that she did was such an amazement to me, and it inspired me. And I'm so grateful to have met such a person to come across my path in life. She broke the silence in me. This is my first time ever speaking before somebody like this.
Wow. Good job.
And I thank God for him using my cousin and Shativia for me to be able to express myself for the first time. She has done so many great things. Y'all act like we in this small church and everything. Everybody got little small clothes on and everything. Ain't nobody in apple bottles or nothing. But this is a big event.
Yes.
That's a giant over there.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That's a giant over there. She overcame so much that the world cannot overcome. The devil wears your sting. HIV wears your sting. All the people that had came up here and spoke and gave their testimony about being HIV positive, which people won't do, what they did was they told the devil, as well as me, HIV wears your sting because I'm still here. I was telling these her daughters just earlier how old I am, right? And they was like, when I told them, they just were so shocked when I've been HIV positive since 2015 when I was 32. I'm 45 now.
All right now.
I'm 45 and I'm still living.
Yes.
Long as you, no matter what you got, no matter what kind of disease you have, it does not define you. Your situation don't define you. Shativia, she could have let her situation, HIV, that title, she could have fell up under that title and let it define her, but she didn't. She said, no, I'm not.
Right.
I'm gonna continue to raise my kids. I'm continue to be a virtuous black woman. I'm gonna continue to rise in God and keep doing it. I'm going to keep going. I'm gonna do books. On visions and dreams and prosperity. And look what she came up on.
Yes.
Look where she came from.
Yeah.
She could be dead.
Yes.
She could have been. Do you know how many people that get HIV and they kill themselves? And it's over.
Yes.
Ain't no coming back. Because they be swallowed up in the disparity and of what the world creates to be. Little did you know that the government created HIV. It was put in our community, that's my facts. It was put in our community the same way drugs, crack, cocaine, the same way the corner stores got all the little malt liquors and all that stuff. It was a mass assassination for our people. But then God raised up people like Shativia and then ignorant people like me to come up under her to get straightened up, to know how to spread the word.
Yes.
All right, I'm done. I love y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Christopher Allen. All right, so my name is Unique, and I just want to tell you guys a quick story how I met Shativia. Unique too. So I was, I believe, 11 years old when I came to the projects, And she was a little irritating little 9-year-old, right? And my mom ended up inheriting a best friend, Miss Dorinda Kennedy, over here in the corner. And she had a niece. And that niece was Shatrivia. And so I'm going to fast forward a little bit. We grew like a sisterhood and so forth. And fast forward, somehow we got disconnected. I don't know what happened. I think life. I moved out of the projects. And we just got disconnected. There was times where I was looking for her and she was looking for me, and it just didn't happen, right? We reconnect. This is how we reconnected. It's not good, but bear with me. So I looked on Facebook and I see this thing is getting married, right? And I'm like, wait, hold up, this is like a little sister to me. How come I didn't know about this wedding? Like, what's really going on? So I cocked a whole attitude. I just want to be clear, a whole attitude. And somehow I forgot how we talked, but I was like, how come you ain't tell me? And the first thing she was like, well, I didn't really tell too many people, right? She was being a little secretive. And I was like, Antonio in it? I knew you before Antonio was in the wedding. Like, what happened? So I forgot was it then or later, she came out and told me the truth. She was like, I have HIV. I was too embarrassed to say anything, blah, 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 blah. My entire heart, and I just want you guys to know there are family and friends who don't even care. My entire heart was like, and? I still wanted to be there for you.
Right.
I feel bad that happened, but that doesn't change our sisterhood. It doesn't change us. And at the time, she helped me understand when you're going through that process and that transition, it's not quite that simple. And though I was a little selfish, I get it now. I was a little selfish because I was like, I just wanted my little sister back. Like, I'm reuniting with everybody and I'm seeing you on weddings and everything. What happened? So that kind of goes into how and then we reconnected, and when we reconnected, oh my God. And I'm going to dedicate this poem to her. Bear with me, it's hot up here, like LaSherry said. And it's a little nerve-wracking, you're in the vicinity of the church. I felt like one of the ushers up there, sitting there, but bear with me. This is the poem I want to dedicate to her. And in this instance, also, I want to dedicate to you guys who came up here and shared your story. I really appreciate you guys. Christopher, Leslie, Sherry, thank you guys so much for sharing your story. Thank you, Precious. Thank you for reading poems. Thank you, Shatavia. Thank you. Power, wisdom, trials, a chance to be free. All of that came from HIV. But God's true gift and how he would intrigue would lie in the hands of a woman named Unique. But not me. See, I'm also unique. But this girl was set upon a course to bring forth a call, a different destiny. It was a test to see her purpose. While many hurt from this disease, God said, let me call on one of my leaders named Unique, Shatrivia Unique Kennedy. Through our amends, she is now kin to me. My sister in Christ, my sister in uniqueness, thank God for not letting her succumb to the world's weaknesses. For her journey would be real. Can you imagine the faith it would take what many couldn't fathom? Many thought it was him and that he was the jerk for this. But through HIV, God gave her a purpose.
Yeah.
I want to introduce to you a childhood friend, my Virgo twin, a family member, a sister, my namesake, my business partner, my accountability partner, my mentor in ways, mentee in others, meaning I mentor her, she mentors me, someone who I've learned so much from. Every moment she makes, she never tires of her goal. I've barely seen this girl rest, like really. Her body has to literally shut her down. Like, her drive is impeccable. She is unique in its entirety, one of a kind in its essence. You know I'm older than her, right? But I heard the Spirit say, she has things for you to learn. Listen to her in her strengths and help guide her in her weaknesses. See, now I know why God reunited us. And if you ever come in contact with her, which everybody here has, whether family or friend or foe, just know You are privileged for being in her presence because she drops jewels everywhere she goes. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand to your feet as I introduce to you an author, a publisher, a life coach, a non-for-profit leader in the community, a pillar in the community. And her favorite line is, I have HIV, but HIV does not have me. Miss Shativia Unique Kennedy.
Yeah. You gonna be the crybaby?
Okay.
That's what she did instead of crying.
Okay.
That's what she did.
You know, it be weird when people be doing all them name calling. I'm just me. I'm just me. It's kind of weird. I got y'all here. This is just funny to me. I'm gonna take y'all along the journey. Y'all wanna go?
Yep, come on, let's go.
We gonna go along a little 17-year journey, right? So I was pregnant, right? And I had to tell the doctor that I came across, I think I was HIV positive. They're like, okay, let's get you a test. So I'm like, all right, let me get this test done real quick, right? I didn't want to do it. I just didn't want to do it. Like, why would you want to go and let them like decide your fate for you? That's how I felt, because what they tell you, you have to change your life, right? So I'm like, okay, I get the test. So I get the test. I'm 9 months pregnant. When I goes and come back after the test, they got the doctor, they got the midwife, they got the whole clan up in there for me. I'm like, yep, I got that stuff. I got it, I'm sure of it. So I sit there, they say, Shativia, you're HIV positive. I said, yeah, I can't have no more kids. Everybody started laughing. Like, I can't believe you said that. Out of all the things to say, why would you say you can't have no more kids? So I said I always wanted a lot of kids. I came from a small family. I wanted a lot of kids. So along the way after that, I went numb. For a lot of years. Lots of years. I think I just came into acceptance probably 3 years ago. Real, right? Y'all know I've been doing this for a while, right? Thinking that I had accepted my status, I didn't. I lived through my relationship. I lived through CNA work. I lived through so many different things to help me feel better. And I thought that somebody had to come and save me. But the weird part about going through all that, I call it hell and hot water, or sometimes I call it I went through hell and God allowed me to keep my mind. Some people go through hell and they don't keep their mind. I was able to keep my mind after going through, it was a trying time. I'm telling y'all. So in the midst of all of that I was going through, I kept having kids. I kept talking to other people, helping other people. I worked at my sign-out for 11 years. I was helping people in silence. I was just doing stuff how I wanted to do it. But God had already told me years ago, your story is going to change lives all around her, right? So I'm like, how? When? Where? When did you gonna make this stuff stop? I'm tired. I'm tired of crying. I'm tired of being sad. I was just tired a lot. But in the midst of me being tired, I continue to help other people. It's like, I don't know, I've always had this drive in me. I always tell my kids this, listen, it's probably wrong, but I do. When you get to fight, you swing until the police come. Seriously, you don't stop. That's how I am. I don't stop. If I say I'm gonna do something, no, I'm gonna do it, and I ain't stopping until I get it done, period. That's just how I am. So I wonder when it's gonna stop. God, when? I'm like, really when, right? So, okay. I don't know why I picked up this book. That just made me weird, right? So, listen. So, I got tired, right? I found out I was being abused. I found out I was being abused mentally, emotionally, spiritually, on all levels of life. I was being abused. I got tired of covering up my pain. I got tired of covering up stuff. I tried to kill myself. Y'all weird, right? Me? Why would I do that? Satan actually tried to take me out of here. I literally put a gun in my head and pulled the trigger, and nothing happened. I'm like, I think it's something here for me to do. God said what he said, so evidently it's gonna happen. You just got to figure this thing out. So I said, okay. I kept on digging, and I found out, okay, you gotta get out this situation. I felt like my kids, that poem, y'all don't know. That poem do something to my soul. When I'm telling y'all, when I wrote that poem, it did something to my existence of a woman. because my kids meant the world to me. But I was not strong enough back then to fight for them. I wasn't strong enough to fight for me. But I kept looking at my kids, like, my kids gonna hate me. I know they can remember. I said, y'all gonna hate me one day. They gonna hate me because who? We family, right? Mm-hmm. Who wanna watch their mother be abused? And not really know what abuse is, but who wanna watch their mother hurt? And when you watch your mother go through that, you don't respect her. So now you causing other issues. Now forget about what? I ain't said nothing about HIV, have I? This ain't got nothing to do. We ain't talking about HIV right now. We talking about my kids looking at me like, why is she allowing this to happen? We walking in the store and mama behind us. We watching TV, mama over here somewhere else. Mama sad. Mama ain't getting up. Mama, my baby 9 years old. Do y'all know when I was going through, my baby came with water for me, making me sandwiches. My baby, he was a baby. Now this boy still don't know what HIV means. Still don't know, but he know it's something, but he don't understand what it is. But when I was sad and going through, that little boy helped me. My kids meant the world to me, and I had to say, they gonna hate me. They gonna hate me for the truth. So let me tell my kids, and I told them all, and I said, listen, we leaving. We leaving. I left Waukegan, and I went to Hammond. And I was in communication with this woman named Aish. Y'all know she passed away a few days ago. And that was my lifeline. God will send y'all. Listen to me. I don't care what you go through. HIV, depression, whatever. God will send you somebody. You just have to pay attention, and you have to be paying attention. You have to be woke, spiritually woke, to understand. She spoke a different language than me, but I had to pay attention. That woman took me and my kids and took us to Hammond, and she showed me how to be a woman. She told me how to be a wife. She showed me how to be a mother. She taught me a lot. Even though she got on my nerves. She got on my nerves. She, in a sense, I'm going to say she molded me for this day. Amen. And I thank God for her. Literally, listen. I thank God for her. It's not her. It was the God in her. What God did for her, she did it for somebody else. People think success is money. Success is not money. Success is how many lives can you change? That woman gone. I'm talking about her today. Y'all might talk about her next week. That's success. How many people's lives can you change and get to God? But she helped me. She helped me. So I got tired again. I lost my car. Y'all know I like to drive a nice car. Now, y'all know that. I like to drive a nice car. They took my car. I got fired. I couldn't pay my bills. I had wrote one book. She actually told me to write that book, y'all. Listen, I had already had my books in line. Queen said, I went live on Facebook 3 years ago. 3 years ago, the other day, I went live. And when I went live, she said, you know, you got all these people reaching out to you. You need to come up with a quick book for the people. It's always was the people for her. And I can't even, it's like I can't tell my story without telling her. And it's I thank God for her. I thank God for her. That's all I can try to get it out that way. I thank God for her. But she said, write a book for the people. And I did it. Them books was feeding me and my kids. I didn't have money. And I just wondered, why am I going through all of this? You told me, God said, you either be a part of my wrath or you leave and live the life I want for you. So I was confused. I didn't understand, like, what that mean. You leave and live the life I want for you, but I still didn't get it. I still wasn't, I wasn't woke. I'm going to call it I wasn't woke, y'all. So one day I said, okay, I'm going to go ahead and do what God said. I'm done. I'm doing what God said. God said. But this, I'm going to tell y'all how this how y'all can understand what I'm saying. It's a scripture in the Bible, right? It's a man, he was in front of some water, and the water was stirring. And he was standing there, and his friends and everybody else was jumping in the water, getting healed. This man was not healed. The man had, it said in the Bible, an ailment. He had some type of disease. He had something going on with him. And Jesus asked the man, do you want to be well again? Do you want to be well again? So that means if you get in the water, you be well again. After that means you was well before this ailment happened. So all them years and years and years of being in that bed, sad and depressed, I felt like God asked me, do you want to be well again? But when you get up, you're going to walk different. You're going to talk different. You're going to live different. You're going to be different. So I said, okay, I think I can jump in the water. I'm going to jump in the water. I jumped in that water, y'all, and life has been different for me and my kids. I would say this. HIV happened to me on purpose, for my purpose. I got HIV, but HIV don't have me at all. My kids, I asked them, we went on vacation. I asked them, y'all want to be on the book with me? They like, what? Yeah, let's do this. Because the same way I'm out here helping people, all that pretty stuff y'all was talking about, I just be regular. I be regular, doing regular stuff. My kids can help other people that some people ain't told their kids yet. Some people ain't told their mama. Some people ain't told their friend. Some people ain't told themselves. Some people is really sick. Do y'all know some people is in a mental prison? They are dying every day because somebody said HIV. I don't even got it no more, y'all. I don't got HIV no more. They just had to tip. Sherry, then they just have to put that on the paper. They had to bill me. I don't got it no more. You know why I don't got it no more? Because God said I don't got it no more. Because God healed me. I'm healed. I've been healed already. Long time ago. I just had to get up and do some stuff. So this book, y'all, with my kids, this probably the book. I wrote a whole bunch of them. I write books so much, y'all. Look, I write so fast. Let me tell y'all how I write fast. I got a lot to say. You take a person that's sad and depressed, and you get them up out of a mental prison, baby, they got a lot to talk about. Yeah. I'm going to write until the day my casket closes. Yeah. When I say the casket closed, my casket might look like a book. Yeah. I'm going to do this forever, literally. This book means the absolute world to me. HIV thoughts. So y'all know that everything started with a thought. If y'all go back to the Bible, God was sitting there, he was thinking about something. He said, let there be light. And he went all around. It started with a thought. If you think about what you're thinking about, you might change your life. I'm going to say it again. If you think about what you're thinking about, you might change your life. If you think not to be depressed, you will not be depressed. If you think win, you will win. If you think I'm sad, I'm sad. So if you think about what you're thinking about, you will change your life. So HIV Thoughts, a collaboration of poems. This thing here, y'all don't know. This gonna be a billion. My kids gonna eat off of this for the rest of their life. Kyrie gonna eat off of this for the rest of his life. Amen. I decree and I declare that's gonna happen. That's why I put this on here. A man will leave an inheritance for his children's children. Amen. This ain't about me. Amen. I'm done. I got HIV already. Okay, I'm done for. But everything that I do to the day I die, I'm gonna help people. I'm going to help my kids. Like she said, anybody come within 5 feet of me, you going to get it. Period. And I'm going to be silly when I'm doing it. Somebody going to say, you going to be silly when you go? Yes, because this is who I am. I'm not going to change who I am, but what I will say, I will change. I cuss too much. My kids say, Mom, you going to get up there and cuss? No. I know how to behave in front of people. See, that's what I like about myself, but other people don't. People be mad because they can't be themselves. Don't be mad because you can't be yourself. I be myself. I'm going to tell the truth. Can't nobody expose me. Amen. I would do it for myself. I cuss. Amen. Y'all pray for me.
You're on the right place.
I cuss. But this book, y'all, this book is amazing. These are my thoughts. I have never in my life shared my emotions to HIV publicly. I be all serious, you know. I be serious. I be all cute. But I was mad at first. I was mad, I was sad, I was down, I was depressed. I want always, I'm going to help these people. I'm going to go over here and write this. I'm going to go over here and talk over here. I'm going to talk to this person for an hour. I'm going to do this. I want always like that. The part that people fail to realize, the reason why this is so important to me because of my kids. People don't realize when you diagnosed with anything, the people in your household get it the most. They say the closest get the mostest, right? So if you sad and depressed and your kids is watching that, my kids been through a lot, y'all. Yes. Y'all can say them all. What them attributes y'all talking about up there? That's all cute and everything. It's cute. I like it. But the flip side of my life, my kids know that. My kids know who I am outside of unique. Of my mama was talking on the phone. My mom had helped that person. My mom was over here writing books, and my kids know my pain. So for them to put them little poems in this book, it means everything to me. I know they might not understand what it means for them, but I understand what it means for them. And I just want to thank y'all. Thank y'all for loving me. Because I'm a mess. I've been a mess. Like, thank y'all for loving me. But most of all, I thank y'all for accepting me. Some people don't understand what HIV is. They don't understand. People scared. Like, y'all, listen, I don't know what stigma is, y'all. Cause y'all believe that 17s, I don't know what stigma look like. I don't know what it sound like. God blessed me. That's all I can say. I don't know what that stuff means. Anybody I ever told was like, okay, Ann, still love me. We don't even talk. Me and my people, we don't even talk about HIV, y'all. I'm telling you, I don't got it no more. Y'all don't believe me. I literally don't have it no more. HIV really means nothing, but I just want to thank everybody for coming. Like, this just means everything to me that y'all actually showed up. That was really cute. Y'all got any questions about anything? I know y'all got a lot of questions. No questions.
You kind of laid everything on the line.
They laid all that nice stuff up about me. Y'all ain't gonna ask no questions.
Let's see, he has a question.
Ron,
I was just gonna say, how much is the book?
the book is $30, and everybody gonna sign it. We're gonna sign the books. And just a minute, once these kids ask the questions. And I want to thank my nieces and nephews and everybody for coming. Like, y'all don't understand. People say we can stop HIV. I don't believe it. That's just me. Everybody got how they feel about it. Like, I just don't. I think when I'm dead and gone, it's still gonna be here and it's gonna stay here. It's not going nowhere. Why would they give us the vaccine? They gonna be broke.
Thank you.
Know how much money they getting off this stuff?
Thank you.
It's not gonna stop. It's not gonna stop. But however, we could teach these kids prevention.
Yes.
We can teach them how to love themselves.
Yes.
We can teach them who God is. That's the answer. God is the answer.
Yes.
A cure ain't.
Yes.
I don't got it no more. Did they give me a vaccine for it?
No.
I ain't got it.
Amen.
It's in your mind. It's how you feel. It's what you believe. It's your faith. That's the cure. But if you teach these kids, you teach these babies, you teach them how to love themselves. It's a scripture in the Bible that talk about the elders supposed to teach the kids.
Amen.
Ain't nobody around here teaching kids no more. That's the problem.
Yes.
We trying to be friends with these kids. I don't want to be friends. Let me teach and guide you something somewhere. But let's answer these questions so we can sign these books. What, Naja? I told you I'm regular. I don't do all the extra stuff.
Okay, how do you feel like writing a book and like talking to people about it? Like, how did you feel initially? At the beginning?
So I had already been writing for a lot of years. I'm gonna think I had been writing 11 years. So the writing part really wasn't nothing, right? What really was my issue was going live the first time on Facebook. This is kind of like my anniversary in a sense. Y'all listen, Ron right here, this is my YouTuber. I've been knowing him for 2.5 years. He found me on YouTube. Just what I'm saying right now, I went on YouTube and I went live and I said that I was HIV positive. That was an issue for me. The writing and talking to people has never been my issue. My issue going public, telling the world I'm HIV positive was an issue for me because that means I don't expose me, I expose other people. And I don't want to expose other people. But see, when you a believer of God, sometimes you have to expose it all. How can anybody get healed if don't nobody know what's going on? How can you get help if you don't tell what's going on? So I had to really do some soul searching before I went live. I think I did a whole month and forgiveness because I wanted to forgive people that had hurt me. I wanted people to forgive me. So that was my big issue. And honestly, it still is my issue going live. Because when I talk, I got this thing, like I don't talk about I don't think about what I'm gonna talk about. I go spirit led. So sometimes God punches people's souls, they be mad at me. I done lost friends going live. Close friends to me that came like, well, you were saying. I don't even know what I said. Could you repeat it? I don't know. So that's always an issue for me to go live because the stuff I say, I've always had a way with words and they pierce people's soul. And it's an issue. So y'all pray for me with that because I really don't do it much no more. Anything else? Oh, okay, go ahead.
Okay, so when you first started writing, like the first time you started writing, how did you feel? Like, did you like write a whole bunch and like cry and stuff?
You say what?
Did you write a whole bunch like the first time you started writing and like cried and stuff?
Cry?
What happened like when you first started jotting down?
So, see what really had happened what had happened was I was going to see a psychiatrist, right? And I was going to see her every week. And I sit and look at this picture on the wall. And the picture on the wall was the Great Wall of China. and it was stairs. And the stairs went up and up and up and up and up. And I would sit there, and I just would talk and look at the picture. And one day she was like, well, you know, Shirley, I got to leave. You know, I'm here on, she was in that schooling, like the training stuff they go through. And she was like, I'm leaving you, but you have all answers. I'm like, no, I don't want you to leave, because you helping me. Y'all don't know how free it is. Listen, if y'all going through anything, find you somebody to talk to. When you able to pour your soul out to somebody and they don't judge you, that's enough healing for the day. And I mean that day, because you're going to need the next day to come talk to me. That was healing for me, to tell my truth. And I told my truth, and she said, listen, write. You need to start writing, because it's a person inside of you dying to come out. And I'm like, but you leaving? She said, yeah, I'm leaving, and write. So I started to write, and write, and write. And every time I wrote, I'm like, I read it like, did I say that? And I keep writing and writing and writing and writing. And I'm like, oh my God, it is somebody in me dying to come out. I wanted to see her. I wanted to be her. So I kept writing and writing. So when I came to that live on Real AIDS Day, I had already had 2 books. But with Queen, back to Queen, we're going to go back to her. Y'all see how I said it was going to be hard for me to speak without talking about my friend is dead. That's like weird to me. But when your time is up here on earth, you have to go, right? She said, you need to get a book together. So the book she told me to get together, I went through my notes. And listen to me, listen, y'all know I've been going to church a long time, right? You could go to church but don't do church. How many of us did that? You can go to church but you don't really do church. You go. I kind of was like doing that. But I would write scriptures down that came to me, and I went and I put a book together from all the scriptures that God spoke to me on. And as I was writing and writing, I started to feel better. And I started to feel better. So as I continued to write, I started to feel better. Writing for me is healing. I don't have a lady to talk to no more. The lady is gone. She said write. So all of my books and everything I do is my healing. That's why I said I'm going to write to the day I die. You think you heal, okay, you got HIV and you get healing. Oh, you sad and depressed, you get healing. No, you heal from one thing and then you heal from another one and another one and another one and another one till your casket closed. You don't stop. Healing is not, it's not, you don't just heal, that's it. You heal forever. So for me, Kanijah, I write and I heal. It's sad too. It be sad days. I be like, dang, did I really go through that? Yeah, I did. And I made it.
Amen.
Okay, go ahead. Shatavia.
I got
Don't look at me like I'm your child, okay?
Okay.
I want to ask, how do you deal with the negative energy? Even though I already know, but I want to ask.
What negative energy?
The negative energy from like when people say, like, and you go, no, you see what they say? Why they say that?
Cuss. How I deal with the negative energy is I get mad when, okay, this is what I get mad about, what she talking about. I can post something and somebody will say something that don't got nothing to do with what I'm talking about. I said what I said and I meant what I said. Leave it alone. They want to come on there and try to, especially if I talk about some God, something, they come leave. Your God and my God might not be the same. Let me say what I say. So sometimes I have to just be like, these people slow. They crazy. Like, they crazy. I'm just serious. That's how I do it, Baby Bop. Baby Bop, you know I get mad. She don't know why she gonna try to ask me. She'll try to ask me out here. I get mad. I'm just gonna be honest. I get mad. I get mad all the time, but I have to calm down and understand. My right is my right, and your might be your right, and your wrong might be your wrong. We gotta understand everybody think different. So after I get mad at them and I cuss and I get mad and I think about and I go back and I say, okay, it's some type of truth in that too. It's just not mine. So go ahead, Chris. Go ahead, Chris.
In the beginning, well, at the time where you had your suicide attack from the devil, what were some of your affirmations that make you sustain, come out of that? Sorry.
Good question, Chris.
Man, that was a real tough time in my life, y'all. I can't even believe I actually did that. That was stupid. That was so stupid. But what I did was, after I did it and I realized God still had a purpose for me, I actually started to do affirmations. That's actually a part of my self-development that I do every day. So Oh, that's why you asked me that. That's funny. So my affirmations, this is something that I do every day. It's not a day that I do not do self-development. If y'all do not do self-development, I'm telling y'all it's something that you should do. It is like healing for your soul. So I have flashcards and I put different things on my flashcards. Actually, I rotate them a lot because I accomplish so many so fast. I am bold. I am a woman of God. I am a woman of integrity. I am beautiful. I am an author. I am an owner. I am this. It's so many. But I did them all already. So it's like I have to continue. Like I actually have this. I had my first event. I had this. I've done that. That's how all my affirmations start out. I am. Whatever it is that I want to do or be, I am. I am. And I continue to do that. And I've been doing it for 5 years now. No let up. Every day. Period. Go ahead.
When you write, are you writing in first person or third person?
Both. I learned how to do both because when I first started, I didn't know what first person was. I didn't know what second person was. I didn't know what any of that was. So I learned how. When I first wrote, I wrote in second person. So when I got to book 3 of Undiagnosed Streets, I wrote it in first person. So it's a lady, and y'all might not know, but it's a lady in my book named Miss Williams. She's actually me. I have actually manifested my life through my books. Y'all gotta read them. They're amazing. So in this book, the lady name is Miss Williams. She's a woman that's HIV positive, and she has a nonprofit named Uniquepresents, right? Do unique purpose. So she is a woman and she's sitting down in her chair. Someone comes in to get counseling, and the woman come in to get counseling and she got an attitude. Y'all know I have one. So she come in. I'm me in all my books, y'all. Literally, I'm like 17 different personalities. So I come in and I try to say, you know what? You don't understand what I feel. You don't understand what I feel. And Miss Williams, she jumps up and says, sit down. Like so gutter, y'all. I'm talking about gutter. Sit down. But she cussed. Sit down. Sit down. You gonna listen. And she literally helps this one. She basically tells the lady her whole story to make her understand. And that's why I want my own nonprofit, because it's, to me, everybody different. I just feel like if I'm sitting in my own business, my own nonprofit, and people coming in every day that's HIV positive, and I am the face of it, and they're like, well, you're the owner, she positive too. That's gonna make everybody want to come there. And I'm not gonna be having on all them dress clothes every day. I'm gonna be having on Timberlands and stuff up in my place, because we gotta get to our community. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's how I write. I write every, it depends on how I feel, Precious. LJ, what? Go ahead. Okay. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, Kanaja.
Oh, okay. So, how did you feel like having your first child while having HIV?
I didn't feel nothing. So when when they told me that I was HIV positive, I went numb. I knew that I had to take the medicine. They said take the medicine, if I'm not mistaken, twice a day. So I took the medicine, but I only took it for maybe 3 weeks. So when I pushed her out, I didn't feel nothing. I did a disconnect thing. I disconnected from it. I just knew I had to make sure that she was positive. My whole mind was making sure she was okay. I didn't have time to be sad or depressed in that moment.
Right.
Like that probably happened afterwards, after I knew she was negative.
Right.
I just focused on taking her this medicine, feed her, and I just kept looking at her like, dang, I probably messed this baby life up. Like before she even have a chance, like, yeah, I think that's probably what it was. I don't think I had emotion. I know how to lie to myself good. Go ahead, baby. Y'all, this is enough. Okay, go ahead.
You know how to lie to yourself. Anyways, okay, again, don't think it's not me. Okay, so I remember when you told me that when you had me, everybody thought that I was gonna be dead. Everybody thought I was gonna be dead or have it. Hey, so people did. But yeah, most people did, and everybody said I was gonna have it or I would have died. How did you feel then?
I was mad at everybody. It was just me and God during that time. I was mad. I told everybody I was pregnant. Why would you get pregnant? Why would you have a baby and not give that baby a chance to live? The baby is gonna be infected. It's just so much stuff. And I told you I was in the Bible then. I literally was so mad at people because people didn't understand what HIV meant. And back then I didn't have I had the courage to really fight for myself. So I just didn't really say nothing. I used to be a pushover. Y'all know, like, I just let people just say whatever they want to say to me, do whatever they want to do to me. But deep down inside, I knew my baby was going to be okay. I had Faith. I named her Faith. Her first name was supposed to be Faith, but it didn't sound right how I had it. So I had to put Faith, I had to put Shatavia Faith. But I actually didn't even give her all her medicine. When I was pregnant, I stopped at like 6 months because I got tired of everybody saying the baby gonna be sick, the baby gonna, let me show you what God can do. I'm not gonna give her the medicine. And God gonna show y'all that God is God. And my baby is perfectly fine. She don't got nothing.
I'm her junior, guys.
Now I have something to say. I remember I was one of the people, like when you got pregnant with LJ. I was one of the people that would say, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? It's that. And you said, ain't nothing gonna be wrong with my baby. And then you told me about Bach. And you explained everything to me. I was like, okay, this young lady know what she's talking about. And you did. You said your kids would not have it. And your babies did not have it. That's why I have so much faith in you. Because the things that you say, they do happen for you, babe. I know when you was writing your notebooks and used to say, my kids, if something happened to me, I done told Torian, take these notebooks and make a book. Make a book. You better make a book. You've always had that drive in you. I don't know what made you come to me that day that you did, but I am so glad that you did. Shay, you are truly a blessing, babe.
It ain't even me, because I'm regular. I told y'all.
No,
listen,
God, it's not that. God has put something on you, baby, and accept that.
Dang, okay.
Okay?
You know, I always say I feel regular, right?
Right.
But I know that I'm not regular.
You're right.
I know that I'm not regular, but I need to be regular with people because when you come Bible in church, people don't want to hear that.
Right.
You got to come regular and hit. You see what I'm saying?
But
So it's
you got God in you.
yeah. I'm 89% God, but I gotta stop cussing. Yeah.
You will.
Kanija, and we gonna wrap this up
Okay. I'm the last person.
unless somebody else. Nene, you ain't got nothing to say. This is my friend, y'all. We've been friends since 10 years old, I think. It was 11. It's my friend. We've been friends a long time. Go ahead.
Okay, so off-topic question. How do you feel about your second oldest and your niece being so close together, like age and like the birth?
You want me to tell you how I feel? This is how I feel about y'all being close. I feel like I want y'all to get educated about HIV and AIDS, and I want y'all to get educated about who God is. When y'all look at me, I want y'all to see, oh, you know what? My mama is fighting for the Lord. My mama is out here doing God's business. My auntie is out here doing God's business. So I want that to inspire y'all as teenagers to take a look at the Bible sometime. We can have Bible study. We can do Zooms. Like, I literally want to start doing better with guiding y'all to God. That's what I want y'all to do. Okay, y'all. I want to thank all y'all for coming. Y'all know I've been a nervous wreck. But I just want to thank everybody for coming. Y'all speakers, y'all did. Listen, y'all killed. Y'all did an amazing job. Amazing. It was wonderful. Thank everybody for coming, y'all. We gonna sign these books, and y'all can take some boxes. However many y'all want. I don't care. Take them all. All right. Can you end that for me?
We love you.
You said don't end it. They probably want to see her sign the book. What you think? You don't want to see them sign the book?
Oh, okay. You want to keep it on?
Yeah, but we need to try.
Yeah, I think they
We could probably let you sign like maybe a couple books.
okay.
Because it's at 20% though.
Oh, okay.
You want 20%?
Who all got one?
I'm finna do the same.
Okay, that's fine. We'll just oh, they hey, no. You know these masses be having, you don't know who. Okay. Girl, thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Oh, you always show up for stuff. You say you ain't gonna change your time. Let me get it. Where my phone at? Let me get a picture with you ain't. Oh, well, you just get passing. They go where your phone at? This thing, yeah, you remember that? Why not? Boot ups. Come here. This, oh my gosh. I can recognize where your phone at?
What's up, man?
Oh no, no camera.
And also, like, people doing that. I'll never forget that haircut.
Making all that noise.
Yeah.
How you been, girl? We gonna have to catch up. Oh, everybody's supposed to be over here at the same time. I see, girl. I'm looking at Terry. Where you see his baby over there? You leaving? Yeah. I mentioned all this stuff, but not always talking about her. Like all that.
My mom was fine. You got a book? You got a book?
I always think about her. And I've been telling my
Let me try.
You, where you going? Oh, okay. Did I say anything? We sang it. Where you going to say?
She ain't cars.
Get down. Get down. Get down.
I got OCD, so I want to pick up everything.
Rub my hand.
You got no card swiper? Who? You just scan a QR code. I ain't graduated all the way. I keep trying to tell y'all one step at a time.
Yes. I'm trying to let them see her.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, okay. Make sure you get LJ.
Did you make sure everybody signed that?
LJ come sign. I want to sign. You want to sign?
Because I need everybody on that. I need everybody on that. Just for our person.
Okay.
I'll put a picture on it. Yeah.
You can turn off. Thank you so much.
You welcome.
Yeah, no. Okay. Huh? I'm sorry. You got those in the car. I got those in the car. Sign this.